otherwise known as Grammar 1. This is an optional video on the basics of sentence structure. It takes a closer look at the subjects and verbs of a sentence. Why is this video helpful? This video may be helpful for some of you to get familiar with the terms, subject, verbs, and objects, and also to follow a video along in English-only explanation. Okay, if you feel like you're comfortable with that, feel free to skip this video and turn to the next video on verbs. Otherwise, let's continue. The lesson objective, or the goal of this lesson, is to help you name the subject of a sentence as either singular or plural, and to identify the verb. We'll also take a look at whether or not the verb requires an object. Why will this be important, and how does this relate to grammar? In the grammar course, we will focus on verb tenses, and verbs are closely related to the subject of a sentence. So this video is just a basic overview. You'll be getting a lot more practice in your writing class. Let's continue. So what do you know already? In the sentence below, identify the subject. Say whether or not the subject is a noun or a pronoun. Also, identify the verb. And if there is an object, identify it. The young girl ate her blue ice cream cone quickly. Take a look at the color codes. The subject is what the sentence is about, or who the sentence is about. So we can see the subject in yellow, the young girl. The verb tells us more about the subject's actions, or it may tell us about the subject's condition or a quality of the subject. So the verb, ate. The young girl ate. Ate what? This verb needs an object. She ate her blue ice cream cone. Blue ice cream cone is the object. This brings us to parts of speech. So I asked you to identify the subject and the verb. Let's start with the verb. Okay, so we did that. In this case, the example of a verb was ate. The subject in the sentence, in this case, the young girl. What part of speech is that? What we are specifically looking at is whether or not it's a noun or a pronoun. Is the subject a noun or a pronoun? Is it singular or plural? The young girl is an example of a noun. A noun is a person, place, object, thing, or name. So the young girl is a noun. Pronouns are words that refer to a noun, like her, she, it, I, me. Okay? Is it singular, meaning one, or plural, singular or plural? So in this sentence, it is a singular noun. Change the subject from a noun to a pronoun. Where's the subject? Okay. The young girl is a subject pronoun because the sentence is about her. So if we change it, we will use a subject pronoun. She ate her blue ice cream cone quickly. Let's take a look at the top. What's the difference between subject pronouns and object pronouns? So when we're talking about the subject of a sentence, we're looking at subject pronouns. So who is the sentence about? The subjects are the one that are being described or they're doing the action. And here's an example of the different subject pronouns. Okay, object pronouns, more on that later. So, the girl ate her blue ice cream cone quickly. By now, you can probably answer question number 1. Try question number 2 as well. Ate is a verb. And what does a verb do? A verb can do, a verb has different functions. Mostly verbs tell us about the subject's actions. Okay, we can call these action verbs. But a verb may also tell us about the subject's condition or state. By state we mean state of being. So for example, the young girl was happy, or the young girl was hungry. Is that an action, or is that a condition or quality? The young girl was happy. That's an example of a verb that is used to describe the subject's condition. So verbs can do two things. They can tell us about the subject's actions, and they can also give us more information about the subject's condition or state of being. So, what do you already know? Can you answer the 3 questions or the 3 statements? Mark them as true or false. If you want to pause the video, go ahead and come back when you're ready. Number 1, every sentence needs a subject. This is true. Number 2, every sentence needs a verb. This is also true. And mostly, sentences are in subject, verb, word order. So first we'll see the subject, then we'll see the verb. Okay, what about 3? Every sentence needs an object. This is false. Every sentence does not need an object. Every sentence needs meaning. It needs to mean something. So, some verbs need an object. For example, ate. Ate what? She ate what? It needs an object. She ate her ice cream. But some verbs do not. Okay, she was happy. There's no object. So I'm going to say, I like to call it subject, verb, and then meaning. Meaning, okay? You'll get more on this in your writing course. Again, this video is just a brief overview to get you familiar with the terms. Let's move on. Okay, so we have looked at the subject of a sentence, and we've said that the subject could be a person, place, thing, or idea. What is this called? What part of speech is this? This is a noun. Or the subject could be she. She ate her ice cream. What is this called? A pronoun. So the subject can be a noun or a pronoun. It can be singular, one, or it can be plural, more than one. So subject and then verb is the usual word order of a sentence. A verb shows an action or a state of being. The other parts of speech, you'll learn more about those in your writing class. Let's focus on these ones in grammar. Okay, it's your turn to practice. So below are 5 sentences. Your job is to label the subject as singular or plural and underline the verb. Pause the video, come back when you're ready. Okay, you can see the color codes I've used here. So the subjects are yellow, the verbs are blue. My brothers is a plural subject. My brothers like. They like what? Playing video games. That's an object. They are very competitive. They. It's a plural pronoun. Plural pronoun. They are. They are a verb. My youngest brother. It's a singular noun. My youngest brother usually beats. Beats. Beats who? Beats whom? My older brothers. That's the object. He is a talented player. He, singular subject. My mom and dad are worried. My mom and dad. We have two subjects, subject 1 and subject 2. So we have a plural subject. They are worried. Again, you can see the verbs in blue. Okay, so hopefully this video gave you a brief overview of the terms, the subject of a sentence, a noun versus a pronoun, whether the subject is singular or plural, and the verb. If you have a basic understanding of that now, that's great, because your writing course will help build that knowledge. Thanks for watching.